championship behind.
I think it's also safe to say at this particular point we will only have 2 senior race walkers going to our World Championships in London, and that will be Maria and Miranda.
Here's Nick Christie. Christie led for the first 11 laps, fell behind, and he has surged back. Nick Christie is the leader with 3 laps to go. Now it's Emmanuel Corvera. Christie, 4:23 on his last lap. Corvera on his last lap goes 4:28. So Christie 5 seconds faster again on that lap. That's been consistent over the last 5 laps. And he leads by 4 seconds over Emmanuel Corvera with just 3 laps to go.
Oh, Nick Christie, 7 seconds. 7 seconds he's got.
John Nunn still making a move down the home stretch as he continues to move well in 3rd place. Nunn is overtaken in terms of lap traffic every one of the athletes behind him but Risch, as here comes Nunn past Peters.
John Nunn in 3rd place.
John Nunn has 3 laps to go. And Nunn is walking faster than everybody else right now. 4:16 on that last lap. He was 7 seconds faster than Nick Christie, 11 seconds faster than Emmanuel Corvera, and he's now within 50 seconds. 3 laps to go for John Nunn.
I may not be a rocket scientist, though.
Exciting race for the men.
Too little, too late, I believe. 10 or 15 seconds times 3 laps, he's still not going to make it. We're going to have some help from up front. They're going to have to die. The weather's not conducive to it. The weather's still wonderful out here. I will be very surprised if he were to catch Emmanuel. I'll be shocked if he catches Nick at this particular point. The DQ board from here, and I don't see it really well, does not look to be conducive either to having Nick or Emmanuel slow down.
No fouls yet for either Nick Christie or Emmanuel Corvera. John Nunn is also red card paddle free at this point. Through 16 laps, Maria Michta-Coffey still the big leader. So Michta-Coffey leads with 4 laps to go in that women's race. Through 15 laps with 5 laps to go, Miranda Melville still second. And Katie Burnett has moved back out in front of Robin Stevens by 11 seconds. So Burnett trying to surge again here. Well, Tracy, last lap we saw that Robin Stevens had gotten hot on the heels of Katie Burnett on this most recent lap. It was a counterpunch from Katie Burnett. She goes 10 seconds faster than Robin Stevens, and she's back out in front by 11 seconds in that race for 3rd.
I guess I spoke too soon.
They still have 5 laps to go. Maria Michta-Coffey has lapped everybody in the field but Miranda Melville, and she is only a few seconds behind Miranda Melville, who we see with about 400 meters left on this lap. Michta-Coffey went through the lap about a minute and a half ago already. Nick Christie, who's coming down the backstretch, still has that 20 to 25 meter lead on Corvera. Does not look like he's gained much ground on this 17th lap of 20, but he has held his lead.
3rd place, John Nunn, considerably.
He has held his lead. He did not extend it. But the bigger story I see, John has closed considerably. It is not beyond conceivability that John gets Emmanuel.
This would be just magical for 39-year-old John Nunn, a 3-time Olympian. At one point, halfway through this race, he was a minute and a half behind, and now he is in the picture, only about 40 seconds behind. Here comes Miranda Melville, the 2nd place athlete in the women's 20,000 meter race walk national championship. Melville is 2 minutes and 17 seconds behind Michta-Coffey.
Yes.
John Nunn coming. He can take a look now in this spot in the circuit. He can see where the leaders are. He can measure Christie. He can measure Corvera as they go around the hairpin bend. And he sees that they are still out there. 2 laps to go. Nick Christie is in front. Emmanuel Corvera about 12 seconds behind. We'll get the official split with 2 laps to go. Christie through 4 minutes, 24 seconds on that lap. Emmanuel Corvera, 4 minutes, 24 seconds on that lap. It is a 6-second lead for Nick Christie with 2,000 meters to go. And now here comes John Nunn. The count for Nunn.
Betting on John.
The count for Nunn to Corvera is 1:18.11. That was when Corvera went through. Nunn at 1:18.42. John Nunn gains 8 more seconds on that lap. He is 30 seconds behind Emmanuel Corvera, which means he'll need to gain 15 seconds a lap on these final 2 laps. Does he have enough meters ahead of him to bridge the gap?
Nick Christie with a 1:18.
I think he's got a shot.
Regardless, it's a championship effort from Nunn here at the end, really digging deep down the stretch in this 200.
2 laps left for the men.
John Cody Risch in 3rd place, Matt Forgas, or rather John Cody Risch in 4th place in that men's rate, Matt Forgas in 5th, Alexander Bellavance is in 6th, Anthony Peters in 7th, Anthony Grutt in 8th, Matthew DeWitt in 9th, and Joel Fowler in 10th in that men's race. Behind Nick Christie in 1st, Emmanuel Corvera in 2nd, and John Nunn in 3rd. On the women's side, it's Maria Mitch-DeCoffey way ahead of the field in 1st. Olympian Miranda Melville is 2nd. Katie Burnett is in 3rd, and here she comes. Katie Burnett about to cross with 4 laps to go. Robin Stevens is in 5th, and Stevens is not all that far behind, so Burnett comes through. Here's Mitch DeCoffey. She'll have 3 laps to go, and then there's Robin Stevens with 4 laps to go. She's still only about 10 seconds behind Burnett, so there's her target to try and find the podium.
But she was only 2 seconds behind a lap ago. So
Her lead is at
Katie has summoned something out of her. She is certainly looking distressed, but and Robin is working her behind off.
Yeah, not bad for some.
Katie may have fended off that attack.
Not bad for somebody, though, who stopped race walking in 2004, didn't come back until an injury in 2014. And Ali Cisneros coming through, as is John Cody Risch. 2 laps left for John Cody Risch, who's in 4th place.
battling it out for most of the race with John Nunn for 4th place, or 3rd and 4th place, and now he pretty much owns 4th place.
As we watch that backstretch, in comes the leader, Nick Christie again, still locked into that lead ahead of Emmanuel Corvera. It was 6 seconds at the end of the last lap, and it appears to still be John Nunn making that move for 3rd.
Emmanuel is closed. Emmanuel has cut that distance down by at least 1/3, if not half.
And Katie Burnett as well.
This ain't over yet, sports fans.
Also talking about
John is closed some more.
Really good. It's got a good flow.
I don't know if he's got enough room.
And Tracy, talking about camaraderie in this sport, as Emmanuel Corvera went by Miranda Melville, she was cheering him on. She was saying, come on, let's go, you can do it.
They're teammates.
But even so, in the midst of 18,000 meters deep, she still had the energy to summon to cheer on Emmanuel Corvera, who is gaining on Nick Christie. They have less than 2,000 meters. And then there's John Nunn in 3rd. John Nunn in 3rd place. He can still see Corvera, who's making the hairpin bend. John Nunn has about 100 meters before that bend. Boy, this is going to be close at the end. Corvera and Christie in 1st and 2nd. Nick Christie 1st. Emmanuel Corvera 2nd. There's just 1 lap to go. The bell is coming. Nick Christie's lead was 6 seconds. It has shrunk with 1 lap to go. Nick Christie in 1st with 1,000 meters to go. Emmanuel Corvera 2nd. The split on that lap, Emmanuel Corvera goes 4:17, Nick Christie 4:21. It's just a 2-second lead for Nick Christie. In the women's race, Miranda Melville has 3 laps to go.
And the look on Emmanuel's face, he's gotten through a bad patch. He's gotten through it, and he's attacking.
Here's John Nunn, 1 lap to go. Nunn on that last lap goes 4:13. He's still moving faster than everybody else. He is 25 seconds out of second. So that's a big ask in the last 1,000, but a great finish from John Nunn. And now we look way down the stretch. Christie still holding off Corvera with about 750 meters to go, but it is close.
Second place with the 122.29.
You know what?
Nick Christie
This is great stuff.
barely holding on with a 122.26.
People give race walking a shot. This is wonderfully great competition between great athletes of great character.
In the women's race, Maria Michnik-Coffey closing in on the 2 laps to go mark. She has more than a 2-minute lead, and she